Postal family, let's talk. Let's chop it up, shall we? I'm not a happy camper. Nah, I'm not a happy camper right now. Because what I saw, I should have never seen. Well, what is it that I seen? What I saw was an exchange, a very unprofessional exchange between a postmaster and a carrier. We're gonna go there today. Yep. I seen an exchange, a very unprofessional exchange between like I said, a postmaster at a station and a carrier. Now I'm gonna assume that this carrier was new because of course everybody's in uniform except for this carrier. The only thing that's postal about what she has on is her satchel. That's pretty much the gist of it, right? What happened was, like I said, I go there, transportation, we collect the mail on tour 3. We collect the mail from all the stations that we have in our itinerary, and we pick them up and we bring them back to the station to the plant to get processed. And I'm supposed to leave this one particular station at 6:30, but I always stick around till 6:45 maybe, because from that last station I'll be headed back to the plant. So I stick around maybe like 6:45, sometimes 6:50. I do a little scan of the parking lot, and I see some open LLV spots. That lets me know that there's still people out there. So I hang around a little bit to like 6:45, 6:50 max, but I'm definitely out of there before 7 o'clock. So what happened is, what I do also, when I notice that there's still carriers still out, as they're pulling into the station and they're coming and approaching the dock, they'll pull the LLVs up to the dock. I usually meet them there, and I always ask them as they coming in right before I shut the door, do you have any outgoing mail? They'll give me like some letters with some rubber bands on it. Here, you can take this. Okay, cool. And as they're coming in, they'll either say, yes, I have mail, I have some outgoing mail, or sometimes they don't. So this one carrier comes in, and this time the postmaster is standing out there with me. And she comes in, and the look on her face, I can tell that that's another dead giveaway that she may have been new, outside of the fact that she wasn't, she didn't have any postal uniform on or anything. So what ended up happening is this postmaster begins then to berate, I mean absolutely berate, this carrier in front of everybody that was out there on the dock, right? It was very, very hard to sit there and listen to. Now, if I had to guess, this carrier, she was definitely under 30. I'd give her like 20. If I had to guess her age, I'd give her like maybe like 28, 27, 28. And this postmaster is absolutely berating this young lady because she came back late and she brought some mail or whatever. That was another dead giveaway that she was new, because some of the mail wasn't delivered. And this guy is just absolutely berating all HE hockey sticks out of her. I mean, absolutely berating her. And that upset me. It upset me a lot. It really upset me because I felt that was highly unprofessional, very much unprofessional, that they would do that. And then you try to make it sound like she was holding me up. Oh, the driver's ready to leave, and he's waiting for you, and this, that, and the third, which really wasn't the case. You're not holding me up. I chose to stay an extra 15 minutes to help with, hey, you got any outgoing mail? I'll take it, because I already had my hamper was on the tail end of the truck that had all flat letters in it. I lined it up that way for a reason. So as guys are coming in, I just take it, toss it in the hamper with the rest of the flats. But anyway, this postmaster was berating the hell out of this carrier, and I felt so bad to where I had to intervene. I couldn't take it no more, because last time I checked, we're all pretty much adults, right? And a lot of us, we have children. We have a lot of things going on outside of the job. And, we're adults at the end of the day. And I believe in treating adults like adults. That's the way that goes. There is no in between or anything like that. You treat an adult like an adult. It's just that simple. And it just frustrated me that this was something that wasn't happening. There was no respect there, and the verbal just barrage was just, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. But I had to intervene, and of course, well, you're just in transportation and this, that, and the third, and it's just like, it wasn't no colorful words used or anything, but I just didn't feel like it was right for this postmaster to do that to this carrier, this new carrier, which leads to my next point as to why do you think we're understaffed? We're understaffed because of a multitude of things, to be honest with you. But situations like this, that what I've seen, does not help. It doesn't build the other person up. It doesn't give them the confidence to where, today was tough, tomorrow's going to be better. Because if this is what they got coming, and if this is going to be the lane to where every time you're late or whatever the case may be, you're going to be berated by a postmaster, then you know what? You might as well just throw in the towel and quit. No wonder, a lot of certain carriers, after a certain amount of time, they just, I can't take this no more. Because who wants to deal with that just to earn a living? You know what I mean? Nobody wants to deal with that just to earn a living and bring a check home. So, like I said, it was frustrating to sit there and see that and witness that, and it's just, it's very unprofessional. And what happens is, now that you have a carrier that quit, guess what? That route still needs to get done. So, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to get spread out amongst everybody. Now everybody's got a little bit more to do, productivity, it's just, like I said, it's just crazy. And I just think that that's something that should have never happened. It's very, very unprofessional. And they need to get a handle on that, because guess what? The carrier position is always going to be understaffed. If this is what they got going in, no, you're always going to be understaffed. And what happens when you're understaffed? You got to spread the work amongst everybody else, right? So now you got some people that's maybe being calling out because they feel burnt out because they got to do extra work. So they call out, or whatever the case, rightfully so. And, it's just a vicious cycle. So when they call out, obviously, like I said, it basically is just passing a buck. So when you look at the numbers productivity-wise, the numbers start to dwindle as far as productivity that's coming out of the station. So what happens after that? Over a period of time, you have somebody that's looking at the numbers of the productivity of your station. And guess what? We look back maybe the last 10 years, right? They look at the past 10 years, and 5 out of those 10 years have been on a downhill slope. So that's where the ideas of turning certain stations and spokes and things of that nature, that's where that comes about. Because you got a logistics guy that's looking at numbers and productivity, right? When the numbers over the span of, let's just say, the last 5 years or 10 years are on a downhill, it further just confirms why this station should become a spoke, or this station should merge with this one, or whatever. So now you got carriers and everybody else that's traveling further just to get to work. That's how those things happen. And if we can avoid it by treating each other like human beings instead of like, heartless robots, we'd be a lot better off. And it was just sad, and it just really frustrated me to see that, because that's, yes, you are the postmaster of that station, but you still got to keep a certain level of professionalism. You have to. You got to keep a certain level of professionalism, and professionalism and respect. And I don't think that carrier got their just due. So we just got to do better with that. And I hope she didn't quit. I really hope she didn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if she did. So like I said, it's just a short video of something that I seen that should have never happened. And I'll see you on the next one.